Hi guys, the Hitman is back, and I mean, with a smile on my face, is telling a story. But I think in the history of the game, there has been very few as aesthetically pleasing as Rohit Sharma when he's in full flow, and he was in full flow today. And wow, what an innings it was! He completely took the match away from England today. England, to be fair to them, they did a lot better this time than the first ODI. They got to a total of 3 or 4, and it looked like at the halfway stage, I thought that was a par score. If they bowled well, they could have made a match of it. But Rohit and Shubman, in particular Rohit, was exceptional, and it was breathtaking. Some of the shots he played. I mean, some of the shots against Mark Wood, who's one of the quickest bowlers in the world. The ease and the time that he had. If you're a fan of aesthetic batting, then it's very difficult to find anyone better than Rohit Sharma in the modern game. Shubman Gill is a very close second as it stands right now, and there are a few, only a very rare few dotted around the world, but. God, it was so beautiful watching him bat the way he did today. Uh, India won a comfortable victory at the end of the day. They chased down a total of 3 or 4 in the 45th over, and they won with 5.5 overs kind of to spare. England did a lot better, but it still wasn't good enough. And I think if an English fan would rue the fact that in this tour so far, none of the English cricketers have, really stood up and produced that one performance that takes your breath away, and that's something that will really really bother them. Uh, Bethel has been all right in the series. Brook has been a massive disappointment. Uh, he has a great record all over the world, but I think in the subcontinent, Brook has so far struggled. I know he got a lot of runs in on those roads in Pakistan, but they don't really count. The moment Pakistan produced challenging wickets, he didn't get much. So Brook is the future of English cricket, and sort of sense the talent that is available, and he has to find a way to make runs against good bowling in conditions that he's not familiar with. And so far, even in IPL, he hasn't been a success. And in this was his first international tour in India, and so far he's been disappointing. Rest of the English batting again. I mean, we know Root and Butler. They are brilliant. Root brilliant across Test and ODIs. In fact, I am flabbergasted most of the times that he doesn't get picked for the white ball teams in the English side. Uh, it makes no sense to me. Certainly for ODIs, I would even pick him for T20s. Certainly when he was younger, I mean, it never made sense to me why Joe Root is not a part of every English team. But it's how they have gone about. And but yeah, Root and Butler, those are two proven entities here. I mean, we all know they are capable of producing amazing things anywhere, frankly. Uh, but it was more of a test of the English squad that was coming here and playing for the first time. Uh, the Brooks, the Bethels, and the Jamie Smiths and all the Jamie Smith has not played much, granted. Brook has been the most disappointing, but if you're an English fan, this is just not enough. This all or nothing approach isn't working. You know, you have to be, any good team has to be flexible. There has to be room for flexibility. There has to be room for adaptability. I mean, I just find that this English team is most of the times too one-dimensional. They're not willing to do the hard things, and that, this is how we play. It's not good enough, and it shouldn't be good enough, because if that is not producing results, then it's not all right. You can't just say that, oh, this is how we play. I mean, you would win matches against weaker teams, but against the top teams, India, Australia, teams like that, especially in their conditions, that approach is not going to work 9 out of 10 times. If you're just blindly following that, you have to be more adaptable, you have to be more flexible. So that's what I think, and this, at the end of the day, the Indian juggernaut moves on, and this was again another shellacking for the English side. India won easily. The ODI series is won, and one game left. It's everything for England in particular to play for. I am Siddharth. You're watching Gully Cricketer. Guys, do subscribe and please leave your opinions in the comment section. And if you like my content, do give a thumbs up. So Josh Butler won the toss again this time, and his luck with the toss has turned. And he again elected to bat first. The opinion was a bit divided. This was a sort of wicket that most people thought, you bowl first and then maybe in the evening dew will come in and all that and you chase. But George decided to bat first. The openers again started brilliantly. Phil Salt and Ben Duckett. This time it was Ben Duckett who was the aggressor, who was playing better, and he went off. They took England off to a flyer. Phil Salt was the first one to fall at the 11th over, and it was again Varun Chakravarti was brought in and he got rid of Phil Salt. After that, then Ben Duckett didn't last long. He fell in the 16th over, but the two of them had given England a pretty great start, and Ben Duckett fell for 65 or 56 balls. Then Root and Brook, there was a partnership between them, and just when Brook seemed like getting into the groove of things, he again fell playing a shot. He got 31 or 52 runs, 52 balls, 31 or 52 balls, and he fell to Harshit Rana. It was a catch for the ages again. I think all the young Indian players are competing against each other to take these great catches again, just like Yashasvi Jaiswal in the last match. Shubman Gill ran back and it was a stunning catch. So that partnership, just when it started to look threatening to India, just when it started to look promising for England, Harry Brook fell. Then Josh Butler came in, and Joe Root and Josh Butler, the two most experienced and recognized players, they got into a partnership. Again, a partnership started building, but then right at the time when again it became threatening for India, Butler fell, and that Josh Butler again fell to Hardik Pandya. Shubman Gill again took the catch. It was again a brilliant catch. It was a slow ball. The field was brought up, and it was caught at mid-off by Shubman Gill. That was again a turning point in the English innings. And from there on, the English innings never really took the form or shape that they would have really liked. They would have ideally liked to got to at least a 330, maybe even 350. But from there on, Liam Livingstone played reasonably well. He got 41 runs of 32 balls, and the Adil Rashid cameo at the end, for Shami over it, got 3 boundaries. So England again got to 304 at the halfway stage. That was just about par. And then India came to bat, and Rohit Sharma exploded. All the pressure on him and all the talk about his position, this and that. Whew. And this was the Rohit Sharma of the old. And as I said right at the start, when Rohit Sharma is in full flow, in the history of the game, there has been very few who have been as aesthetically pleasing as Rohit Sharma is. And Rohit Sharma was in full flow. And one guy who would give him competition in the aesthetics department, Shubman Gill, was his partner. Again, he got going. Rohit Sharma got going from right at the start, and Shubman slowly got into the groove. And this was a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant partnership. England was absolutely put on the back foot right there. Finally, Shubman got out. He in that over of Jamie Overton's, he had already hit two boundaries. Just the ball before he got out, it was a short ball. He pulled it for a boundary, and then it was a brilliant ball by Jamie Overton. Yorker, a wide Yorker, off stump Yorker, and that took him by surprise. And against the run of play, Shubman Gill got out. But Rohit was still there. Virat Kohli came to bat, and Virat Kohli played a brilliant straight drive, on drive for 4, but he didn't last long. Adil Rashid, who his figures might not tell the story, but in between he was bowling pretty well. He was slowing things down, getting turn, and everything. The dew did not become a factor. England doesn't have that excuse. Dew did not come in. The conditions didn't change, drastically to favor the team batting second. So the ball was gripping and turning. Even Liam Livingstone on the line, got turn and everything. But yeah, it was a beautiful ball by Adil Rashid. He got rid of Virat Kohli, and that was probably just the only window of chance that England got in the second half of the game. And Shreyas Iyer came in, and again between Rohit and Shreyas, partnership developed. Rohit batted beautifully. I can't praise him enough. He got to his 100. Again, the field was bottom. Adil Rashid was bowling. He danced on the wicket, hit him for a 6 over long off. It's a 100 for the ages. It was beautifully played. Sometimes you think, like in a beautiful 100 like this, in a bilateral probably gets lost. But it was a brilliant, brilliant 100 nonetheless. And, there was again a 50 plus run partnership between Rohit and Shreyas. That kept going. Rohit finally fell to Liam Livingstone. I kind of felt that by that time he also a little bit of tiredness also creeped in and whatnot. He came down the wicket. It became a full toss, and he tried to hit it. Pretty regulation chance. Adil Rashid caught him, and from there on, Shreyas and Akshar Patel got a partnership going. A bad misunderstanding between the two resulted in Shreyas' wicket. It was needless. They were just cruising. And from there on, first KL Rahul came, and again he got out, trying to accelerate, caught behind. He's trying to pull or hook, and a simple catch behind. And then Hardik Pandya also got out to Overton. Overton, who eventually got 3 wickets. He bowled pretty well. In fact, he would be the pick of the bowlers of the English bowlers. And from there on, Ravindra Jadeja came. Ravindra Jadeja and Akshar Patel took India home. It was a simple victory, a comfortable victory in, with 5.5 overs to spare to get to a total of 300 plus. It's a brilliant, brilliant show. India in the first half today, their fielding was a bit slack. Mendaker got a chance up front. Akshar Patel dropped a setter. Then a difficult chance was dropped. And they didn't get the reviews right. One Akshar Patel ball against Joe Root, that could have been given out had India reviewed. But yeah, so it was a mixed bag. Some stunning catches, but some lax fielding here and there in the first half. But then with the bat, India was just clinical. To be very fair, they were clinical. The series is done. India is already 2-0 up. So the last match is kind of a formality. But England is going to play for their pride. And as I said before, in this series so far, none of the English players have, really stood up and, produced a performance that would make your jaws drop and say, wow. I hope England can bring that, in the next match, because it's just been too one-sided. And from a team like England, especially the English white ball team, I had expected more, but they have just disappointed so far. So, one match to go. I'll see you guys again after that match. Till then, do take care of yourself, guys, and do subscribe. Please leave your opinions in the comment section, and if you like my content, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you again.